This boy thought he had simply written an essay about his mother. But when his teacher read it, she gave him 0 points. Not because his writing was bad, but because the essay supposedly contained something that could damage the reputation of the school. The teacher had no idea that this simple essay would reveal a heartbreaking truth about a mother's life. And when everyone heard it, no one knew what to say. One day, a mother was shocked when she saw her son's extremely low score on an exam. She couldn't believe that he had performed so poorly. So she immediately went to the school to speak with his teacher. When she arrived in the classroom, she politely asked, "Teacher, may I ask why you gave my son 0 points?" The teacher explained that she had read the boy's composition. To be honest, she said it was actually very well written. The ideas were organized and the message was clear. But there was one problem. Some parts of the essay could supposedly affect the reputation of the school and the parents of other students. So the teacher had no choice but to give him 0 points. The mother couldn't accept it. As far as she was concerned, her son's essay was excellent. It wasn't just an ordinary composition. It showed the child's true feelings and his perspective on life. So she asked the teacher to let her son read the essay himself in front of everyone. And the boy began to read. The title of his composition was, "My Single Mother." The boy wrote that he was a child from a single-parent family. When he was young, his father left them. From then on, his mother raised him all by herself. His mother was very strict when it came to his studies. She always reminded him that he needed to work hard so that one day he could become a useful member of society. But his mother didn't just teach him about studying. Because she was often busy with work, she taught him how to do the laundry, cook, and take care of himself. She wanted him to become independent. She knew that one day she wouldn't always be able to do everything for him. But as the boy grew older, he also began to notice how difficult his mother's life had become. To support their family, she worked at a construction site. Every day, she worked for hours under the scorching sun. When he was younger, his mother had been very beautiful. She had smooth skin and a bright, beautiful face. But after his father left them, she slowly began to change. She started to look much older. Her face became tired and worn out. And as he watched his mother work hard every day, he realized just how much she had sacrificed for him. Sometimes when he saw his mother standing in front of the mirror with a worried expression, he wanted to ask her, "Mom, why don't you find another job?" But he always held himself back. Because he knew that his mother didn't choose to live this way. It simply wasn't easy for her. She carried an enormous amount of responsibility on her shoulders. So even when she was completely exhausted, she continued to stay strong. But the boy didn't only see his mother's struggles at home. Whenever there was a parent-teacher meeting, his classmates would often make fun of him. They would say that his mother looked like an ordinary woman who worked at a construction site. Some even looked down on her because she was a divorced woman. Whenever he compared his mother to the mothers of his classmates, he noticed how different they were. Some of the other mothers dressed nicely and looked elegant, while his mother sometimes came straight to school from the construction site. She didn't even have time to change her clothes. But to the boy, none of that mattered. He couldn't understand why people had to compare one mother to another, and why someone had to be judged based only on their appearance or social status. He never told his mother about the hurtful things he heard from his classmates. He didn't want to hurt her, so whenever his mother fell asleep, he would quietly cry by himself. And despite everything other people said, his mother was still the most beautiful woman in the world to him. And above all, she was the best mother in his eyes. After reading the final part of the essay, the boy suddenly began to cry. Even his mother could no longer hold back her tears. That's when she realized just how deeply her son loved her. If you were the teacher, would you also give this essay 0 points? Or do you think the boy deserved the highest score? Let me know your opinion in the comments. To his mother, it was one of the most beautiful stories he had ever written.